Hi lads, here's a review of my recaps for the predictions. So this is just for the first night of them. I'll do the second night tomorrow night. The Dublin Monaghan game is half time. I think that's starting back soon, so hopefully get this done with quick. So for the Meath night game, I said Meath, and Meath did win, luckily enough, with 120 to 22 points. Meath were 11 points up at half time, and Labour were fair poor. But then, second half, it just Labour just shot over the roof and got back. They actually went one up with 40 seconds to go before Jack Flynn got the 2-pointer like he did against Cavan, and Meath got the 2 points. Jordan Morris scored 6 points and Rory Kensler scored 1-3. They were the top scorers for Meath. And then Kerry and Galway. I'd said Kerry. I got that one right. Or no, I didn't get it right. Sorry, it was a draw. I thought I got it right now at half time when they were 10 points up. 2-10 to 1-3. I think first half was even, and then Kerry got a goal. Machituni though came back with a goal. And then Clifford got a goal. Clifford got 1-4 then before half time, and they just went in a scoring spree. Second half, I think you can kind of just say you give the second half to Galway without a doubt. Galway are very good now to get back and get a draw out of it. They were a point away from with I think a minute and a half, and then Dylan Casey got a point, and then McGrath got a 2-pointer. It ended up a draw, but McGrath got man in the match, so that one was a draw and didn't get that one right. Down in Westmeath, down 1. That was another comeback actually. Down were 12 points up at one stage, and Westmeath brought it back to 3, but ended up losing 2-15 to 1-15. So then Laois and Sligo. Laois won that 118 or 18 points to 1-8 or 1-9. But that wasn't streamed. Neither was Down or Westmeath. But not much to say about that. Just Laois won that one. So then Waterford and Wicklow. Wicklow won that game. I got that one right. So now Derry and Kildare is still in play, and I think Dublin and Monaghan is on now. So I will be back when that's done. So also just back in the Meath game before halftime, Meath Sam Mulroy missed a penalty. It was not the greatest penalty, but Sean Brennan done well to keep it out of the net. Now it wasn't the greatest penalty, but save is a save and a miss is a miss. So and also with the 4 black cards at the start of the game. I don't know, did I already say this? Maybe I didn't. It was more rough start. I'd say both teams after that Leinster final, there wasn't any lost respect. No, they just came out and they started fighting, and yeah, I think it went on for a good minute, and then the ref just pointed out the 4 with Brian Hannahan, Sam Mulroy and Sean Rafferty, and the full forward, I think Stay ended up getting the red card, and that's probably the main yoke of tonight. Also just for Dublin and Monaghan, just for the first half, it's really poor. Like, the standard's really bad, and like I watched there before halftime, missed free from 13. Like, Monaghan, like, well, it's poor now. A dead game too. There's not much to it. I think it was 7 points apiece at halftime. No, it's easy enough now. They're the worst two teams in Division 1. So, yeah, and Monaghan done well last year. No, they're not too bad, but it's been poor from both teams. So, and then in the first 15 minutes in the second half, the positives, I think, were probably Dublin. I think they're only proud. They were good at creating chances, but they weren't great at executing, and they dominated most of the possession. Yeah, it looked as if Monaghan were 4 points up, and then so Monaghan then were like 4 points up, and then Conor Callahan 2-pointer. I think Conor Callahan's the only kind of shooter, I think. Paddy Small's dangerous, but I don't think he's too good now. Yeah, I'm stuttering here. The one thing about this game, there's a lot of goal chances. There's one that Monaghan just about got through, and he kind of just slid, and he got past the keeper and just dribbled wide. So I'd say that probably got Monaghan fans on their feet. On the 60-minute mark, Monaghan were up by 3 points. I think from the 50th minute to 60th minute, in that period, I really think Monaghan dominated. And the reason I'm talking so much about this match is because it was the most recent. It's the most I remember about it. And then in the 63rd minute, Joe Quigley buried the ball into the back of the net. So then it was 115 to 16 points. Dublin ended up winning that match 118 to 17 points. So I got that prediction right too. Now we move on to one that I got wrong actually. We say Kildare. I made a mistake actually. It was up in Kildare, not in Celtic Park. So I mean, it's my fault. I said Kildare for that, but Derry had a good win. I think Derry are not too bad, so I think now for next time I'll know that. Well, there was no coverage of the game, but they won 315 to 118. Ben Lokeman scored 10 points for Kildare. Brian McLaughlin scored 1-2. Colin Bolton scored 5 points. Then for Derry, Shane McGuigan scored 1-5. So I don't know who got man of the match in that. So they're my that's the review for night 1. Well, tomorrow will be a day because they're all early games. Today is more later games. So